It is 5 minutes past the hour of 10 here on Flow 94.9 FM. Don't forget, it is still the flow of God's own state. Once you hear that signature tune, you should know that it is time for Dr. Joseph Carlos Speaks here on Flow 94.9 FM. Do I need to remind you? This particular program is live on ABN Online Radio and Television, Vision Africa 104.1 FM here in Umuahia, as well as Real 99.1 FM in Abia. On that note, I welcome you to Dr. Joseph Carlos Speaks. My name is Ginika Olwa. As always, I've reported for duty. This is where we x-ray the activities of the senator representing Abia North Senatorial Zone, the former governor, as well as the Senate Chief Whip, Dr. Joseph Carlo. So welcome to Dr. Joseph Carlo Speaks. I have the regular here already seated and beaming with smile, talking about the spokesperson to Dr. Joseph Carlo, Honorable Madukokoro. Honorable, good morning and welcome to the show. Good morning,
Ginika. Good morning, the good people of Abia State, God's own state.
Okay, as the program continues to progress, we keep having new debutants into the program. Today, I have senior citizens, and they are all retired permanent secretaries. They are still permanent secretary for life. Talking about the liaison officers on political matters to Dr. Joseph Carlo, Mr. Eme Onyekava. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, and Reverend Mrs. Ifomago, she is also a retired permanent secretary making a debut on the program. Reverend, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, all.
All right. Now, let's start with you, Honorable Madukokoro. Of course, I understand that the revolution is still on, talking about the project.
Yes.
Project Revolution in Abia North.
Yes.
I understand that Amokwiten, Ugu Rubber Road, has started. Tell us more about that.
I think it was a big shocker to Abia North folks because they never believed that when we say that we have taught Abia North and we have turned Abia North to construction site, they thought it was a kiddies joke. But it's no longer a kiddies joke because Dr. Joseph Carlo, the distinguished senator, when he was the governor of Abia State for 8 years, I didn't tag him the action governor. It was former President Olusegun Obasanjo who tagged him action governor because he saw the young man with so much enthusiasm, with so much zeal and the love for the people. And the man started working and worked at a faster pace than any other governor in Federal Republic of Nigeria. But today, by the grace of God, Elohim, Joseph Carlo is now a distinguished senator and moreover a presiding officer of Federal Republic of Nigeria. And he said, when God gave him freedom, a special, unique freedom, Joseph Carlo, when he went to the Senate building, he said, I have come back. And what I did as action governor, I'm going to replicate it as action senator. And that's what we are doing. We are touching the life of Nde Item, especially Amok Item. They are agog. They are so happy. They were shocked. They never believed something will happen to them. And a woman called me yesterday and said that she has not recovered from the shock to see for the first time where Okada could not pass. Today, Okada can pass through that place. And we've not asphalted it. This is just grading it.
Is it the Amokwitem?
The Amokwitem to Uguroba. Ugurobitem. We are going to finish that place. And from that place, you hit on to Ohafia. So we are not joking. It's construction site. And you remember last week when I said that even in Ibere, when you get to roundabout inside Ibere, as if you are getting or heading on to Neya, the palatial retreat of His Excellency, we are going to construct a new road from that roundabout heading on to Ohafia, so that if you are from Item, if you are from Alai, you don't need to hit to Abrebat, get into Ohafia. You just get a little drive into Ibere and then you head on straight to Ohafia. So we are turning Abia North into a construction site. It's a war that we have declared on underdevelopment, and that is no joke.
Okay, now let's go over to agriculture, and that's where I'll be turning the mic to Mr. Eme Onyekava. You remember, Honorable, last year, same time last year,
yes,
the issue of what's it called, distribution of
Tenera
palm seed by your principal, yes, was on, and people came here to pick funds and all that to do that. But this time around, it appears that there's another thing, and the fertilizer distribution of about 3,000. Okay, tell us about that, Mr.
His Excellency have been much involved in agric. agriculture was the mainstay of the eastern Nigeria then, and we had a lot of plantations. This is what His Excellency wants to replicate now. He started when he was a governor, distributing birds, fowl, day-old chicks to Abians. Not only that, he distributed palm fruits, palm seedlings, and now you can it bears almost 7 to 10 bunches from a stand. So this time around, as you said, he's distributed palm seedlings. He intends to help farmers, those who collected that palm seedlings from him, to improve on their improve their farm by providing fertilizers, bags of fertilizer to the 57 wards in Abia North. So we are waiting. Very soon it will take off.
Okay, now to Reverend, I don't know, I'm sure you must have been following the activities of the senator and where it concerns agriculture and farmers. Many people will be wondering, of all the things, what actually prompted this initiative to start distributing fertilizers to farmers in Abia North?
Okay. You have to note that first he had already given out seedlings.
Yes.
And those seedlings need to do well for you to realize a good and huge harvest. So this is just to aid what he had already started. So there will be no excuses. Those seedlings will do well, and it will be a testimony, a testament to what he has been able to do in the agric sector. When he was the governor of the state, apart from what Eme Onyekaba had reeled out that he distributed, remember then he distributed plantain suckers.
Okay.
And those plantain suckers, they actually did well. So the purpose of this is to aid the seedlings and other agricultural products. It's not just what he has given out already, but to aid other agricultural products so that we'll have a robust harvest. You know what has happened. We are talking about climate change. We are talking about the infertility of the soil. We are talking about hitmen farmers clash, and it is predicted continuously that we might run into food scarcity. But this, the distinguished senator does not wish that it will happen in Abia North.
Okay, this thing still bothers me a lot. I remember, each time this kind of a thing comes up, especially when it has to do with a politician and all that, it is generally believed that it will be strictly on party members. It will be for party members, and party members will definitely get these things. How are you sure? How can people be, assured that this particular distribution of fertilizers get to the real farmers?
If it gets to the...
Or is it for political members? Political party members?
For political members.
Okay.
If you have a farm and you apply fertilizer and you happen to be a politician, during harvest, it is not only you that will eat the products of that farm. It is to all. You see, some of these politicians that you're mentioning do not even have farms. So the fertilizers will go to politicians, it will go to the people, because everybody is involved. If we are going to run away from food scarcity, the distribution is even. It gets to the people in as much as there should be a channel of distribution, which Eme had mentioned, but it gets to the people because it is the people that are going to apply the fertilizer to their farms.
Okay, now to Eme, she said something about everybody is a farmer, but you have politicians and all that, and some of the politicians may not be farmers. That's a simple fact. So how will you now determine who actually is not a farmer and who is a farmer to give that particular fertilizer?
Your question is accurate. There is no problem in it because we know the farmers, and besides that, the distinguished senator is not for politicians in Abia North alone. In Ibere, everybody visits his house, whether you're a politician or not. So what we intend to do with Mrs. Agu, because he has that trust in us, following the way we had worked with him when we were in the service. So what we'll do is to get the names of the farmers, but the LG chairman of the 5 LGs in Abia North will definitely help us, and we will involve the zonal chairman of APC for Abia North. We will do that.
Okay, so somehow he's getting to the politicians.
No, it's not going to the politicians. It will just help that to make sure that the people, the farmers, get it.
Well, okay. Gineta, let me get something clear. Senator Ojuzokalo does not believe that he's a senator for APC people.
Yes, you're right.
You understand what I'm saying? Or senator for PDP people or any other political party. Senator Ojuzokalo is a senator of Federal Republic of Nigeria, and then Ibere is the beehive of everybody. Even PDP people will still come to Ojuzokalo as I'm talking to you. He's a likable fellow. So these things that we're going to do, this fertilizer that Mr. Onyekaba and Reverend Ago, they are going to take care of, is going to go to everybody in Abia North. As long as you have farm, as long as you have some tangible means of showing us that you have farm, that you know what fertilizer is all about, you will get it. It's not for APC, it's not for any particular person, but it doesn't matter because APC or just from APC, so they will come. We will give to everybody. Not for particular.
You know why I'm bothered about this? Because I know that if federal government or any government official want actually to give out fertilizer and all that, they go through cooperatives. Farmers cooperative and all that. I don't know if you are going to apply same, to determine the actual farmers, because it will not make any meaning if eventually they give out these particular fertilizers to people that do not need it and probably will sell it.
That is why you have seasoned folks like this.
Okay.
These 2 individuals sitting here are people that have been involved in system of governance. They know the intricacies of governance. They know what to do. That is why they are here. That's why they are liaison. That's why they so they will know how to handle it.
To add to what Honorable Maduka said, within this week, before the distinguished senator comes back to flag off this program, we'll go around, she and I will go around to get the names of the farmers.
We'll come to that, the mode of application for farmers to get this particular fertilizer and all that. But Honorable, let me come to you now. Of course, it won't be nice, it will appear that we are insensitive if we close our eyes to the EndSARS protests going on across the country. Yes. I understand that your principal, Dr. Ojuzokalo, has come out to condemn the activities of SARS. I mean the brutality of the police people against innocent Nigerians. Yes. And he actually called for genuine reforms of Nigerian police and condemn the activities of SARS. I don't know what your reaction will be in this regard.
My reaction should be the reaction of my boss. And you know that Ojuzokalo, the district senator, is an individual who has traveled beyond the shores of Nigeria. He has experienced other climes when it comes to governance, when it comes to politics, when it comes to law enforcement. He's a man who has sojourned in the United States for so many years. He's a man who has traveled everywhere, nook and cranny of the world. SARS, of course, what they have done is totally wrong. But you have a few bad eggs in SARS. And that is why my boss has indicated that and said there should be reform. I think we have to revisit the formation of SARS. Why was SARS formed? Are SARS formed to fight crime? What kind of crime? Is it armed robbery? Is it kidnapping? Are they belonging and they doing what they're supposed to do? Are they after the so-called Yahoo boys or cyber crime connecting individual? But the problem is that Nigeria, we want to copy a lot of things from other people, but we don't know how to follow the procedure. Even if you look at the presidential system of government, we copied it from United States of America. The United States of America don't pay such amount of money as we pay our legislators. They don't give them free housing, they don't give them free vehicles, but Nigeria give everything to you free. So we are practicing things that we are not following the procedure that other nations that you copy from are doing. That is Nigeria for you. Everything is hurry. SARS need to be reformed. And I think what they are doing now, even if they call it SWAT, it doesn't mean any different. You have to give directives to what those people are supposed to do. Now that you talked about SWAT team, in America they copy from America SWAT. They are special people, specially trained for kidnappers, hostage taking, and then you talk about serious crime where they go and meet those people head on. It's going to be a head on collision. It's not a question of being at the on the roadsides, on the expressways, searching people. It's not the job of police to search people on the roads. It's the job of the road safety. Even in America, it's the same. So those are the things we need to do when we talk about reform. I think those people that are involved in the what I call it the security architecture of Federal Republic of Nigeria need to sit down, and then the big brains need to sit. People that understand law enforcement and one law enforcement is not about come up with ideas on how we need to reform our system. Nigeria is a very good country. It's just the idea of lack of reorientation.
Okay, now a few days ago, Honorable, I'm sure you must have seen that Nigeria, the world over, celebrated International Day of the Girl Child, and
Yes.
As usual, your principal actually made a statement and called for attention to be paid to girl child in Nigeria.
Yes.
And when you look at it, out of school dropouts in Nigeria is increasing, and when you check, you see that girl child, they are also involved in this particular issue. I don't know your reaction to that.
Well, the same reaction my boss did in looking at the girl child problem. And you know that when you look at the Ojus Okalo Foundation, which believes in the Sustainable Development Goals of 2030, we are working on it. When you look at the part of the foundation, not even from his senatorial project, when you look at the foundation, we have been touching the lives of the people. We have been preaching against abuse of children. Abuse doesn't mean spanking a child. Abuse doesn't mean kicking a child. Abuse means not giving the child or the children the opportunity to attain what they want to attain, especially girls. In Nigeria or in Africa, we have the culture, this tendency that a woman has to be behind a man. But I think the world is moving in a faster pace. Where you stand, where you put the man is where you're going to put the woman. Where you put the boy is where you're going to put the. And we're learning. For instance, in my home, I give example. What I give, the duties that I give to my male children is the same thing that I give to my daughter, so that they will feel they are equal. And then you create a healthy competition between them. Not telling my daughter you are going to be a nurse, and then telling my son you are going to be a medical doctor or you are going to be an engineer. It doesn't work that way. I think that we have to look back into family, look back into our system of education, and know that our culture need to be revitalized, where we have to look at our children on equal basis, and especially the girl child, where you have to make your daughter to know, because we know in life, I know what I have experienced, that the daughters usually take care of their parents more than the sons, and it usually happen that way. It's natural. So we have to give kudos to the girl child, so that when she grows up, she'll understand that she has enormous responsibility. If you go to South Africa today, they have females that are minors, and then people look at it as a man's job. No, it's no longer a man's world. Okay. It is a woman world.
Okay, Mr. Yankaba was actually nodding his head. Maybe in
my
agreement
brother, you see,
I think the Reverend can even come into it.
No, she will come in. Immediately he's done with
it. The Honorable Maduka is on the right track. In fact, you remembered Nigeria just through the higher court recognized the women, or the Supreme Court recognized the women that they have equal rights with men in the family property.
Exactly.
And that is what we are going to pursue. And it is not only that, the women should see themselves as a big factor in every situation. They can't rely on the husband or whatever. Just do the right thing for the family. You help in the growth of the family. Yes. Okay. That's just the thing.
Now, to Reverend, you're a woman. Were you relegated at the background? How come you're a retired PAMSEC if actually you are relegated to the background as a girl child?
I had equal opportunities because I am privileged. My parents went to school. They were educated. My grandfather was also educated. My grandfather also held MBE, member British Empire. So I come from the lineage, the pedigree of people that had opportunity to go to school. So I followed suit and I went to school. But going to school is not it. If you go to some schools and take a census, you will also see that there are a lot of girls in school. But what happens is that as they start advancing, they start dropping. They drop off either to go and be a mate to somebody or to some family, or they drop out because the parents say it is better to train the boys up to that level of university than the girls, or marriages. The fact remains that the societal pressure is much on the girl child. In as much as everybody is struggling to go to school now, the girl child does not have an equal opportunity with the boys, except the girl happens to be very exceptional or God showed favor on her. Another issue is the fact of violent crimes against women. It starts from the children, the girls. It's either they are beaten silly, or they are raped, or they are pushed to the and relegated to the background. In the home, it is them that you find in the kitchen. I'm not saying that being in the kitchen is not okay. It is. But in establishments, hospitality establishment, you see that most of the chefs there are men. So the kitchen is not only meant for the girl child. Again, the way people look at the girl child has to change. Not, oh, is this person tomorrow she goes to get married, every investment on her is wasted. There's this saying when we were growing up that when you train a girl, a child, you train a nation. Where has it gone to? We have to do a rethink, because over time it has been seen and proven that the girls, when they grow up, when they are put in a position of authority, when they man at establishments, they do better than the men and the boys. If you take this case of this pandemic, this COVID-19, look at all the countries that had women, that still have women as their presidents. Look at the rate. They were able to be proactive. They did more than the men could do. And in actuality, the rate of infection in those countries were lower than those places where we had men at the helms of affair.
Should we go into extinction now?
So what I'm saying in essence is that there's a need to create awareness and sensitize people towards giving the girl child an opportunity to excel in life. I'm not talking about femininity, I'm not talking about gender equality. I'm just saying that she also is a human being created by God, given abilities to also excel.
And probably that's why you have a woman leading OUK Foundation.
Yes, that's she just spoke very well. I like that, and that goes to tell you that the distinguished senator, when he picks people of good stuff. We just heard Reverend Mrs. Ago, what she just read out. That shows you that Ojo Okalo knows his onions, and Mr. Emonye Tabai here, they know what they're talking about. You know, I don't need to help them say anything. And that is what she said boils down to Ojo Okalo Foundation. We are touching on that, we are working on that, and I think that also a woman there. So we are gender sensitive. A woman there, Reverend Mrs. Jemima Olakala, is executive secretary. We are handling that on that side of girl child rights. We are doing that, and we are following the Sustainable Development Goal agenda. Okay,
the show is still Dr. Joseph Okalo Speaks here on Flow 94.9 FM. Don't forget, this particular program is live on ABN Online Radio and Television, as well as Vision Africa 104.1 FM here in Umuahia, as well as Real 99.1 FM in Abia. We are going to take a short break. When we come back, the show continues. Stay with us.
At Flow 94.9 FM, we've got conducive and well-secured environment for business, high-tech video studio, a state-of-the-art production studio. You can also listen live on www.flow949fm.com and watch our videos on YouTube at Flow FM TV. Flow 94.9 FM, not just radio, but a complete broadcasting house.
All right, welcome back to the show. It's still Dr. Joseph Carlos Speaks. Like I said before we went on that break, it's live here on Flow 94.9 FM. It's also live on ABN Online Radio and Television, Vision Africa 104.1 FM, and Real 99.1 FM Abia. That is how the program is going right now. And my name is Guinea Kaulo. I still have Honorable Maduko Okoro, the spokesperson to Dr. Joseph Carlo, and the retired PAMSEC Unyekaba, and as well as Reverend Mrs. Ifomagu. She is also a retired PAMSEC. Gentlemen and lady, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, Honorable, I want us to look at those completed road projects in Abia North senatorial zones, because I know that some roads have been completed. Kindly tell us.
First of all, Genika, I want to let Abia North people know, especially the folks from Ohafia, that by Christmas or before the Christmas period, they will enjoy their roads. The people, I'm talking about the people from Ishugu, Ohafia. Then the 3,000 meter drainage system that I talked about last time has increased to 3,400. And then the rehab of Asaga Okono Road, you know, last time when I talked about it was 55. It's now 63. Then you talk about the Abia Akanu Road. It was 50% last time that I was in program. Today is 90%. So by next week we are going to finish everything about Abia Akanu Road. Right. Then we'll tell them bye bye and let them continue enjoying their road. And then the most important thing is that by Christmas, these communities that we have called and we've been working on, they will enjoy their roads. And then I want to let Abia North people know, especially most of these folks that don't know what we have been doing in Abia North, so that when you make calls, go to your communities. Most of these people that call, some of you that call, have not been to your villages. Go to your villages, talk to your community president general. They will brief you on what is happening. The completed projects that we have done, especially before and the distinguished senator became a senator, and now that he's a senator, let me start with Ezere Acha, Ndiokuku Road in Isukwato local government. Then I have Okafia to Zitem, Bende Road in Bende local government. Then we have the Ezuku Road in Bende local government. Then we have the Amubiri Eluama Uru Road. That's the ring road going to Lokbuku Umucheze in Umunochi local government. Then we have the one we call Amiyi Umhu Road. You know, Umu was completely forgotten. It was Ojus Okalu, the district senator, who made them to have their road, a passable road. Before they used to carry coffins on their head, but they don't do that again. People have forgotten about that. Then the ongoing projects that we have today, except this one we have completed, is the Ozu Amuru Road in Arochukwu local government area, Ndioji Abam Atan Road in Arochukwu local government area. Then we have the one in Ohafia Elugu Mporo Road in Ohafia local government area. And then we have the Umuchi Akuma Okpo in Ihechiowa in Arochukwu local government area. Those ones are ongoing. Then Ozitem, where I'm from, the Omo Abasiku Road, His Excellency, the distinguished has added 1 more kilometer. I want Ozitem to listen. Ojus Okalo has added one more kilometer road for you people.
That's for
so by the time for Zitem,
I would also like the distinguished senator to also add the Nonya.
Yes.
Nonya, that is if you're
if
you are going to
Express. Yes, that Nonya is bad. I have spoken to one of the community people there. I think the man that owns this station is from close to that area, that Nonya area. It is very bad. And I asked them to bring the letter from their president general indicating this problem. Nonya is very bad. We will handle it. There is nothing that Tojus Okalo cannot handle as a senator. Don't worry, Geneka. I know how you are feeling because you are from Isukwato. Nonya is close to your own local. We will handle your problem. So there is no going back. So these are the things we are doing. And by next week, you will hear new projects. Just like we surprised in Damokwitem. Ndamokwitem unu kelebe Ojus Okalo nkune mande ne tegu unu fusa tebegu odigizi libe senator nde brola senators before odo e ka metru ha ima odi onye obo onye sele mele ya bia kpai kama ayi gwulo agha vuga obiam ayi jiri kwa agha de vuga nyobala de mala Abia North. We have to develop Abia North because Abia North belongs to all of us.
Okay, let me go to retired PAMSEC, Emo Onyekava. Tell us the mode of application for farmers to get this fertilizer.
Thank you very much. You know, the distinguished senator is very concerned with the distribution of this fertilizer.
Okay.
And that is why he mandated two of us to visit the 57 wards, INEC wards in Abia North, to get people that will benefit from it. Possibly we pay courses to the traditional rulers to assist us in getting the right people to have the fertilizer. Any failure is our own, not His Excellency's own, because we are committed to.
So what happens? Maybe by the time you collate all those names and you find out that the names are much more than the fertilizers that you have.
The fertilizers will be coming in batch.
Okay.
This is not in batches. This is not the end of it. It's just a kickoff. After the formal launching, grand launching by His Excellency, this distinguished senator, more fertilizers will come in.
Where will it be launched? Is it in which of the local governments?
So far, we've not selected a local government. We will get to him, and he will give us a local government. I'm sure before the end of this month, he'll be in Abia State.
Okay, but the 3,000 will be for all the 5 local governments.
The 5 local governments
in Abia North.
In Abia North.
Okay, it's time for us to hear from you, our listener. The number is to call at 080-8182-6949 or 0811-605-2949. I take that again. 080-8182-6949 or 0811-605-2949. You can also send your SMS on 090-651-08289. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome. What's your name?
The person calling is Henry Enyoko. I'm calling from Umugelentega in Isialangwa North.
Welcome.
I want to thank Mr. Madoka Okoro, the media person to the distinguished senator, and thank every other resource person there in the studio.
Okay.
What I want to ask is that, in fact, from what has been reeled out about Audio Zocalo, the distinguished senator's activities in Abia North, I think it's worth commendable. It's commendable. What I'm asking, is he doing this as a senator or in his private capacity as Audio Zocalo? Why I want to, and adjoint to this question is this. We have in Abia Central, former governor, present senator. Audio Zocalo was a governor, present senator. Those activities going on, why are they not replicated in Abia Central?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Chivenyoko, you asked a very, very good question. You see, you have to know what you want to do for your people before you step into the ring. If you're a boxer, you got to have everything packaged up before you walk into the ring. Otherwise, they knock you out. You see, the distinguished senator has the good of the people in his heart before he went there. He didn't go there to make money. He didn't go there to make any name. He went there to serve the people. So everything that belongs to the people, he will grab it and bring it to the people. And for the first time that any senator anywhere has ever done, we are doing what we call the People's Project. The project that we are doing in Abia North are being done in concert with the community people. The youths there are working with the contractors. These contractors are not from Japan. These contractors are not from Asia. They are from Nigeria, and we hold them accountable. The folks in the communities must hold them accountable. So you can't come to them and build any crap and go back. We hold you responsible. Anything that goes wrong, the community will be held responsible, not Oji Zocalo. That's what we call it, the People's Project. Oji Zocalo went there to work. Every little thing that is hidden, he will grab it and bring it to the people. Okay. So these are the people, these are the things that are there that people don't know, and Oji Zocalo knows about them.
Okay, Honorable, we talked about the activities of OUK Foundation in conjunction with Gerard Achilike Foundation as well, and we have joining us live over the phone Dr. Onyekachi Achilike, the founder of Gerard Achilike Foundation. She will be talking to us about diabetes this morning. Honorable, hello, good morning, Doc.
Good morning, Ginika. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good. Good morning, Honorable Maduka.
Good morning, Doc.
Okay, now, Doc, All right, Doc. I understand that OUK Foundation is actually bringing in some drugs to treat diabetic foot ulcer patients. Tell us more about that.
Yes, good morning to the good people of Abia State. On behalf of Dr. Ojus Okalo Foundation, in collaboration with Gerard Achilike Healthcare Foundation, I, Dr. Onyeka Achilike, wish to enlighten you on the deadly and dangerous disease known as diabetes.
Okay.
Diabetes simply means excess sugar in the blood, which is caused either by reduced production of insulin or by reduced action of insulin or by both factors. There are other things that can lead to this reduction. Number one, pregnancy. A lot of women develop diabetes during pregnancy. This is why every pregnant woman should look for a sound hospital, a very good hospital to attend antenatal care. This is where the medical doctor can check your sugar level and advise you accordingly.
All right.
Other factors that can cause diabetes include abuse of drugs such as steroids, diuretics, phenytoin. So for people who abuse drugs, for people who are fond of going to chemists and pharmacies to buy drugs, just know it that some of these drugs you abuse can affect the function or the production of insulin. Insulin is meant to convert your glucose to glycogen for storage. And when you abuse the action of insulin or its production, the glucose will accumulate in your blood, leading to a disease called diabetes. Now, who is at risk of developing diabetes? If your father is diabetic, or your mother is diabetic, or your sibling is diabetic, then you stand the risk of developing diabetes. Now, how do you know when diabetes has set in? When you see yourself urinating excessively, especially in the night, excessive thirst, every time your throat is dry, you want to drink water, increased appetite every time you want to eat, weakness, fatigue, headache, nausea, irritable, you know that something is wrong in your system.
Okay.
What do you do?
Okay.
The best thing to do is not to go to a pharmacy or a chemist. Just go to your doctor to check your sugar level. For those who have made the mistake of commencing sugar drug, Ojus Okalo Healthcare Foundation has a solution for you. This foundation has a diet control regimen that can bring down your sugar level. Interestingly, Ojus Okalo Foundation has brought in a medication that can handle diabetic ulcers within a week. So for those who are in the hospital right now, waiting for amputation of their toes and limbs, you don't need to do that. Just get back to Ojus Okalo Foundation and you will see your limbs complete, like a normal human being.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Doc, before you go, so how can one reach you for people that have such ailment or have been diagnosed of this particular ailment?
My phone number is 0803 6707 369.
Say it again.
0803 6707 369.
Okay. Now, Doc, I'm sure you remember the person that actually called into this program last week and talked about a wheelchair.
Yes.
He actually needed a wheelchair because he had a spine injury and all that. I don't know if you have any plans for the person.
Yes, I would like that person to call again. I want to have the person's number so that our foundation will arrange a wheelchair for the person.
Okay, can the person
Yes,
actually send in his details to your number?
Yes, of course, the person can.
Okay.
The person can.
Okay, say the number again one more time, please.
0803 6707 369.
Okay.
I also want to use this opportunity to tell that man to get to Flow FM. If he can reach Doc's number, get to Flow FM with your details, and then we'll arrange for the wheelchair through the Achilike Ojus Okalo Foundation.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Onyeka Achilike, the founder of Gerard Achilike Foundation, for joining us on the program this morning.
Thank you, Mr. Gineka.
All right.
Thank you, Doc.
Okay, the numbers to call are still 08081826949 or 08116052949. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Welcome. Good morning. What's your name, please?
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, I'm thanking you people for what God is using you people to do for us. Pray that God will continue letting you people abundantly in Jesus' name.
Amen.
I'm the one that will send the letter Thursday. Last week Thursday, I sent a message through that SMS message. My name is Friday Bere from Abia. So I said I want to know whether you get the message. Because I sent it after the program.
Which message now?
I sent it last week after the program. I sent that through Facebook.
What message exactly did you send?
It's the time where I'm working, so Timber hit me on my head.
Okay,
and
so
my son break his hand. And at the same time, my wife delivered the child. So I need help from you people. So that is what I wrote that letter. I sent it that day.
Okay.
That last week Thursday.
Okay.
I want to know whether you could saw it.
Yes, Honorable. The letter will give you.
Okay. Okay. I will check on your letter and then fully it accordingly.
Okay. Hello. Good morning. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
My
Welcome.
name is Jerry Nzako from Umaya.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah. Honorable, well done.
I salute you.
Yeah. Honorable, of all the road you mentioned, I didn't hear about Itumbozo. You know, those people, they are suffering. All depend the local government. I thought the Itumbozo road is so much bad that no person, even a machine cannot even pass.
I know about your problem.
Okay.
I know about your problem. I even brought palliative through Hagla Okore, who is the TC chairman, to bring stones. But you know that the Tumbuzo will have taken care of you. We are going to do 8-kilometer road from Bende to Tumbuzo. All you need to do is to have patience. Nobody has remembered you for so many years. Senator Jokalo has remembered the Tumbuzo. We also give you 500 kVA. That will be installed at Ntalako. I was with your President General Dogo as at yesterday. We discussed every problem about Tumbuzo. Itumbuzo will not suffer again during the tenure of Senator Oji Uzokalo. You're already in the constituency project. So just relax. We will take care of Itumbuzo because you are the basket, food basket of Independent. Berinola, Anadema.
Okay. Thank you. Let's now go over to our SMS line. This one says, Honorable Maruka, good day. I believe in our amiable senator. More good things are coming to Abia North. Please, Honorable Ndio Jiatan Abam Road needs attention since it has been approved by Senator Ojuzo Okalo through NDDC. Yes. OUK Movement Coordinator Etiti Abam Chijoke G Uko. That's his name.
Chijoka, Ndio Jiabam it's an ongoing project. We are going to handle it. Only one patient. I'm a Lord you do because in the no or they have married. Only be me who what the Kuno let me going one day. Only every community in Abia North is in our list. We are touching and we are just talking about 2020 constituency budget. We are not talking about 2021. Most of you are in 2021. We have problem like Mpa people are suffering. Everybody are even Ibere is suffering. Ibere Russian to every Ibere. But because of Ibere, everybody must be taught. But give us time. I think that within 4 years, Abia North is going to be the Eldorado.
Okay, Joseph from Ame, who said he is the boy that asked for financial support to continue his education. I had submitted my humble request to the OUK Foundation office in Ohafia. I'm now anticipating a better answer. Thanks, Dr. Josokalo.
Okay, I'll call our folks over there in Ohafia. If they have received it, they will get it down to us and we are going to take care of it.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Thank you. Madiko Koro, good morning.
I salute you.
We have other people in the studio. Mr. Emo Ekabaisi. Hello?
Casey Mba, better known as Akole.
Go ahead.
Abum Casey Nwamba, better known as Akole.
Go ahead.
Emapam, I am the Kokuyabo Maka Bridge Mba. Biko Bridge Ememba Odo Bad. I'm not talking also Elevator Anya Ndewo.
Okay.
So bad. Mpa umimeni, the land of the prophets, the professors. Berino, I know Abino.
Do you have any project in Mpa actually?
We have the women, but we have given them a 500 kVA.
Okay.
We're going to install 500 kVA there. But you know, the problems have been there. And they have produced the TC chairman, executive chairman, commissioners, professors,
that was
everything.
In the past.
But no, it's not, there is nothing like past. People don't know. He said because Dr. Juzokalo is nice senator, every problem has to come to him. But we are going to deal with Mpa. Mpa has serious problem. We will handle it. But you see, it's a day at a time. Everybody will be touched.
Okay. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, I think that's,
This is
I'm talking with the tip. Hello?
Go ahead. What's your name?
Okay. I just want to talk on I think you people the topic is on the project, His Excellency and the Senator representing us what we're doing there is not, he's doing.
Yes, but you've not told us your name.
Okay, my name is Joseph Odo.
You're calling us from where?
I'm calling from Omaya.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me start by thanking His Excellency. We know he's the man, who has the people's interest at heart, even when he was the governor. And we believe that is why he found himself in that Senate. I must commend him for all the projects he's approaching to his senatorial district. One thing I want those of them to understand is that it's not all about, allowing the people of the community to be part of those projects he's doing that. Them monitor the projects very well so that they will be sure that what he wants to do for the people is properly delivered.
Okay.
It's not all about giving it out to people and telling them, yeah, you people are part of this society. If you do it well, you'll be held responsible. No. Let them monitor the project very well so that what His Excellency has at heart to deliver for the people will be delivered properly and exactly the way he wants it to be done.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe
the monitoring. You talked about monitoring.
You talk when these all these projects were they're about to start. And you talked about community monitoring and
we're going to do the monitoring. We're going to do the monitoring. We're going to do the monitoring.
Okay, hello, good morning. You are the last caller on the show. Hello?
Hello?
Go
Hello,
ahead.
I'm listening. I will say.
Go ahead. What's your name?
Okay, that's my name is Mr. Paul.
Okay, from where?
Yes. I'm from.
Hello?
Yes, I'm with you.
Go ahead, please.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen in the studio.
Good day, brother. Please.
All right. Yes, I really want to appreciate Abia Sale. He's really a man of the people, especially man of the youth. I am a youth, and other people there, the super there have really testified that man is really a good man. But before he came out from the prison or whatever they call it, there is some suggestions I made. I don't know whether Madika can be able to remember that.
Okay.
There was a time during that his tenure as a governor, they closed down this TCC at Ozuakole.
TCC?
Yes, at Ozuakole.
Okay.
There's one teacher training college that was at Ozuakole as of then.
Okay.
They closed it down due to what? He came to that school at that time. So some of the students jumped from their hostel. Even some of them they were living in a hostel or something like that, upstairs. So some of them jumped through the window. So my sister was one of the people that jumped through the window. So fortunately, that time, up till now, that leg have been removed. That is, that is a big operation, and they removed the leg entirely.
All right.
So there was a time I made the request because she cannot move now.
Okay. All right. Well,
she can't move now. So
okay.
What she needs is a sort of maybe something that can support her so that she can be making.
Okay. Thank you so much. I think.
I really understand what you are going through. Just take your time. Write a letter to Ojus Okalo Foundation, care of the Executive Secretary of Ojus Okalo Foundation, and then the matter will be treated, not under the senatorial project.
Okay, now let me take the final statement from Mr. Ime Unyekaba, especially where it affects the farmers that will be taking part in the distribution of those fertilizer. Your final word to them.
Please, the distinguished senator is a great farmer, and the best you can do for him is to encourage him by enhancing your own production. Abia will be better.
Okay.
All
right, and to Reverend Mrs. Ifeoma Ago, a final word on the show. To farmers.
I'd like to tell the farmers to relax, that the fertilizers will get to every community and to every ward. Okay. And what we beg of them is proper application, that Abia North will have enough food for all its citizens.
And to the Honorable Madukoko, quickly.
First of all, let me thank the two retired PAMSECs, Mr. Emo Nyekaba and Reverend Mrs. Ifeoma Ago, for being here. I hope you guys will come back again and keep educating the Abia North people on what this distinguished senator is doing when it comes to agriculture. Because what they said, a hungry man is an angry man, and a hungry woman is also an angry woman. So, and Abia, una hela hewa kpaire, Ojus Okalo, I say IG war that besaje against Obiam and against underdevelopment.
Okay.
Abia, Mamman.
All right. The spokesperson to Dr. Ojus Okalo, Honorable Madukoko, thank you so much for coming. And the retired permanent secretaries, Reverend Mrs. Ifeoma Ago, as well as Mr. Eme Onyekaba. Thank you so much for coming on the show. My name is Ginika Olwa. Till next week, when Dr. Ojus Okalo Speaks returns, please do stay in order and stay out of trouble. Till next week, good morning.